Well, we may be right in the middle of literally the other shoe dropping right now as Elon essentially tagged in the SEC and is an all out war with Twitter over what he perceives as a massive lie that 95% of the users on the platform are real. And it seems that he's not letting up. In fact, he actually just commented on the leaked Twitter employee video as well, asking, is this real? Leading to obviously plenty of people calling on him to clean house. I'm thinking he may be like uh, uh, more committed to buying it now than ever. In fact, Twitter has confirmed. This is a Twitter message. Targeting of tweeps. As we expected, the video was posted this evening by PV depicting a tweep allegedly speaking about a number of company issues. We are in contact with the person involved and doing everything we can to help them. There may be more videos to come. There are. And we're continuing to monitor the situation. Essentially, Twitter is confirming that it is real. Please review my previous note on how you could protect yourself and your fellow tweeps from similar attempts in the future. If you think you are being targeted or have been, contact this at Twitter. Please remember that we all have an obligation to protect confidential proprietary information and not discuss internal conversations, policies, and product outside of work. Take care. Stay safe. So essentially, this is Elon. This is Twitter confirming that, yes, the video is in fact real. You see Benny Johnson, 20 hours, tweeting out the original video. Elon responding, is this legit? And then Benny replies, yes, internal emails. Here's internal emails targeting of tweeps. It's all real. And this is really bad timing if you're probably a Twitter employee. And if you see, even last night, 3 hours ago saying, hello, SEC, anyone home? Responding to Eva Fox writing, the SEC should investigate whether the Twitter claims are true. If it turns out that Twitter lied in its official filing, then serious consequences and a complete distrust of investors await it. And that's exactly what I said earlier, that this could lead to like seriously massive lawsuits for Twitter. If the 5% figure is baloney sausage and they can't prove it, they're in big trouble. And breaking news, Twitter loses 3 more top executives as Elon Musk takeover looms. Are you enjoying the coverage? Check out coffeebrandcoffee.com. It's my coffee company. We've got 5 roasts of coffee, 3 roasts of hot cocoa, including brand new cold brew bags just in time for summer, decaffeinated, a ton of merch, promo code in the description when you're ready. Twitter loses 3 more top executives as Elon Musk takeover looms. Twitter's executive ranks continued to thin out on Tuesday after 3 senior managers quit the company after which has been thrown into turmoil since Elon Musk's looming $44 billion takeover. Ela Brown, vice president of product management, Katrina Lane, a vice president of Twitter service, and Max Schmeezer, head of data science, all handed in their resignations, according to Bloomberg News. We are thankful for all their hard work and leadership, a Twitter spokesperson told Bloomberg. The departures come less than a week after Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal ousted 2 other top executives, Kayvon Beckpour, and the company's general manager, and Bruce Falk, Twitter's head of revenue. Jay Sullivan, the head of consumer product, will take over Beckpour's position. Beckpour tweeted on Thursday that it wasn't his decision and that Parag Agrawal asked me to leave after letting me know he wants to take the team in a different direction. That's a really interesting way to say that you got fired. Falk also tweeted that he was fired by Agrawal. The tweet he later deleted. Agrawal cited the company's failure to hit growth and revenue targets for the firings. He also announced that Twitter would be instituting a hiring freeze as well as budget cuts and had no plans to lay off workers. Leaders will continue making changes to organizations, blah, 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 blah. Not good news. Not good news at all. And, people leave. This, today the stock seems relatively unaffected, up 2%. No massive, uh, you know, no massive swings one way or the other. But I think Elon is asking for this evidence publicly because he wants any trust issues to fall on Twitter, current Twitter. By asking for this kind of data publicly and forcing them to obviously release this information publicly, something, by the way, I don't think they're going to do. I don't think that they're actually going to release any of this information publicly. Certainly, they're going to have to give it to Elon. I would imagine that's a very reasonable request for somebody who is spending $44 billion. So, hey, these customers that you said you had, I'd like to make sure that you have them. This departure has come less than a week after product reorganization. Staff remains in a state of uncertainty while awaiting Elon Musk's deal. Well, after the leak, by the way, after the leak today, it's certain, I think that the leak may have reinvigorated Elon Musk to purchasing it. Twitter Inc. is losing 3 more senior employees, including 2 vice presidents, a reflection of the uncertainty in the social media company. Staffers wait for Elon Musk's acquisition to close. A Twitter spokesperson confirmed their departures. Less than a week ago, Twitter shook up its product organization, firing 2 top product executives by Chief Executive Officer Parag Agrawal. Twitter also instituted budget cuts, implemented a hiring freeze last week, and while the company said it was not planning layoffs, Agrawal told employees in an email, leaders will continue to make changes to their organizations to improve efficiencies as needed. Translation, there's going to be layoffs. Twitter employees are in a state of limbo as the San Francisco-based company waits for Musk, the billionaire CEO of Tesla, to finalize his deal to take the social media network private for $54.20 a share. In an all-hands meeting over the past month, Twitter execs have faced questions about stock compensation, job security. During one presentation, leadership tried to motivate employees by reminding them why they should still bother showing up for work. Isn't that funny? Like, isn't a paycheck enough for that? Like, isn't actually getting paid to do your job enough incentive to come up and do your job? Times are just very different, apparently, these days. Complicating matters has been Musk's provocative tweeting and public comments. He has criticized Twitter executives as now saying the company may be misleading the company about the amount of bot and spam accounts are included on Twitter's calculation for real users. Musk has said that the deal is on hold until he gets more information. Twitter said it's committed to completing the sale. A Twitter spokeswoman said about the departing employees, we are thankful for all their hard work and leadership. According to emailed statement, and we continue to be focused on providing the very best experience for the people on Twitter. It doesn't sound like things are going well. If you're calling in the SEC now, I mean, certainly the SEC is very familiar with Elon, as they are there. I think they have an active investigation on him right now for not giving proper notice when he bought all those Twitter shares. I guess anytime you buy that many shares, you have to notify the government. Now he's publicly calling the SEC. Now, could all this be a result of him just trying to drive the price down? Certainly could be. I mean, these are things that he would do, because if he can prove that it's like 10% bots instead of 5% bots, that's leverage to renegotiate the deal. That's leverage to take this and take a look at maybe getting out of the $1 billion breakup fee that he's initiated. Maybe he's getting cold feet. I don't know, but I'm starting to get less and less sure that this deal is going through. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Make sure you click that red subscribe button down below to stay up to date. We'll talk to you again real soon.